is sitting out this first round. I assume they found some kind of an issue back in the pit, so that's going to let us watch and listen to Angelle on her Screaming Suzuki for Vance and Hines and the folks at Mission Foods.
She's got a fast motorcycle on, she really does, but Angelle's got a little bit of a problem with this track because she hates the shutdown here because it's so short. So I don't know if she's going to let her eat, but we'll see what happens. But if she does, she can go pretty good.
104 to 60 feet. Watch the AAA.com scoreboard. 670 at 201 miles an hour.
Wow.
I'm sorry, what? 670 10.
Still a battle to be fought, even though the war is technically over, right? I mean, then this guy's driven championships by the score, 100 race wins. It'd be a nice fitting way to end with 101.
You know who thinks that's a really stupid idea?
Erica.
And Aaron.
And the other
and Kyle.
And the other 14 qualified drivers.
Everybody else in the field. So 6.514. That's the most important number in the world for these two guys. Take a look at the left scoreboard on the Corky side. 6.509. 211 miles an hour. Greg Anderson goes right back to the top. Stanfield slows seventh out to a 6.54 at 209. So Greg Anderson looking pretty sporty and sitting in the number one spot now. Make sure that the rear tire hits the ground the way you want it to at the initial step of the throttle. There it is. 384
baby.
At 322 miles an hour, and Cruz Pedregon rockets his way to the top. Blake Alexander goes 391 at 322 miles an hour and put him second before they got together over here, and they just kind of like rekindled the romance, so to speak. So Brittany in the left side, Justin in the right side. Steve Torrence sits number one at 3.65 seconds. For now. How about 3.641? 338.94 miles an hour. Brittany just went 297.94 to the 8th mile, goes to number one, sets the record. Let's go down to Joe.
David Grubnick admiring the handiwork up on the score.
They also want to salute all of the veterans that are here today. They certainly thank and appreciate you. Of course, Connie Coletta Air has done a lot of work with the military over the years and continues to do so. And he certainly appreciates the commitment. Now, smoke early for Clay and just slightly later for Doug. And end up with a couple of them. Just idling their way down to the finish line. Doug Coletta 466, 162 miles an hour. Clay goes 636 at 94 miles an hour. And Clay Millican coming at you right now. Mike Salinas could be one of those cannon shooters over there. No question about it. The Pep Boys Scrappers racing car now finds himself down to the number 15 spot. And Clay Millican. No matter what happens in the championship hunt, especially if Justin Ashley does not close the deal, he will never forgive Clay Millican for what he did to him a week ago.
It is a sport that will rip the beating heart straight out of your chest, and that's what it did to Justin Ashley in Vegas. And the guy is mentally tough enough to handle it, but Clay went out there, did his job, and by 16 10,000ths, he sent him packing.
Well, Clay in qualifying was awful. Ended up down in the number 15 spot, and then they got it figured out overnight. Jim O and the guys down there for the Parts Plus Nurtec team, the Rick Ware racing car, figured it out on Sunday, and they kind of ambushed young Mr. Ashley. .679 Mike Salinas, 329 miles an hour, put him second. 3.715 for Clay Millican. You almost want to ask what's wrong with it. At 325 miles an hour, both of them sub 3 second, both of them 290 plus at the 8th mile. Down to Amanda again.
Travis Shoemake. Kakala Nitro. Julie Natas, U.S. Nationals winner. Can Travis get in the show? Shoemake has to make a big correction. Oh, he is all over the racetrack, crossing the center line. Travis Shoemake keeps it straight, throws out the parachutes there, but Travis Shoemake really trying hard to make this field, unfortunately, will not. 5:55.85. Would we be able to make it? And we certainly did. And he is thinking about getting down the racetrack running quicker than that 5.201 in the McPhillips family car. 9:43 down low. Look at Taylor Vetter hanging alongside. And it's a 5:21.0 at 280 miles an hour for Taylor Vetter. Taylor Vetter within a thou of her quickest run. Strong run for Plan B Motorsports. Taylor Vetter with a strong pass. Matt Cummings, 5:24.275 in the McPhillips family car. And that is the car that Tony Stewart was driving a few weeks ago. And look at that. Matt Cummings on the beach. Matt Cummings. Had a conversation with Matt just yesterday. Maybe the day before.
To Jason, and he said, if you want to, bring your engine by and we'll check it out and make sure that's not the problem. I said, you been to KB Racing? He said, no, I backed up. They unloaded the engine, told me to come back in 2 hours. I said, okay, that's, whoa, man. Whoa, hang on. You're going to need that later. Shane Tucker drove straight left when he dropped the clutch, and Alan Przinski just squared the tire. They end up just kind of coasting down to the other end. Shane Tucker, fortunately for him, still has a race car, 10:18 at 82 miles an hour.